So Bernice, this little lady in the middle of Iowa, was turning 105 years old. Well, this young lady. And so, the local media was aware of it, and so they sent Joe Garcia to cover Bernice's celebration of being 105. And Joe was talking to his bosses, please, what can I get another assignment? His boss said, listen, Joe, just go there, and if you can just ask one question, that would be fine. So reluctantly, Joe takes the assignment and goes to Bernice's home. And there are people gathering, and other media was there. So finally, Joe gets to Bernice, and she's sitting in a rocking chair, very calm. People around her just watching. So finally, Joe gets to ask the question. He says, so Bernice, you look great, by the way, and you're turning 105 today. What is the secret? And Bernice took her time, did a couple of rocks, and said, Joe, the secret is dancing. Oh, okay, well, I heard about that, moving, dancing, it's good for you. But what about a little demo, Joe asked. So Bernice gets up slowly from her rocking chair and, well, I'll do a demo for you. She's moving slowly, shifting a little bit of the weight and sits back down. And Joe said, well, with all due respect, Bernice, that didn't look like much. I have to take this back to my boss. And she said, outside, it didn't look like much, but inside, I'm tearing the place apart. So, the reason I opened this video with that joke is because Tai Chi is not a workout. It is a work-in. And a lot of the things that are beneficial in practicing Tai Chi are related to more of an internal practice. And so what is Tai Chi? Tai Chi is, you can call it a moving meditation. Some people call it a moving medication because it can help you stay healthy. And this has been documented, and a lot of research has been done on this, in particular by one source that I refer to constantly, Harvard Medical School. And they have done a lot of studies going back to 2015. And there's no doubt that there have been many benefits documented in their research. So I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Hector, and I'm the one that teaches Tai Chi here at Love Yoga. And today I'm getting the great assistance of Carrie, my dear friend, who is a yoga instructor here at Love Yoga. So there are quite a few styles of Tai Chi, and the one that we practice here is Chen style. It's the one I learned from my mentor and teacher, Dr. Joel Ying, who used to be actually the instructor here. He's a medical doctor here in Naples. And I continue to this day to be mentored by him, and of course we are close friends. So there are other styles. Chen is the oldest, Yang is probably the most popular in the United States. And just to give you a little bit of information about that, only about 1% of the population in the United States practice this form of body, spirit, movement, exercise. So again, it's a series of choreographed movements. It moves slowly. It's a flow rather than a push. fact, they use a term called 70% effort or moderation in effort when we're talking about Tai Chi or Qigong, which is kind of a sister practice. So that's a little bit of background about Tai Chi. What are the benefits? I mean, the benefits are, this could be an array, but I will go over a couple or a few of them. The main one being balance, improvement in balance. As we age, we may be getting weaker in our lower extremities. We may be switching a little bit, so we lose the center of gravity. In Tai Chi, we refer to something called proprioception. Proprioception. It's a tongue twister. But it is the idea of where you stand in time and space. So that's another benefit of Tai Chi. You get a sense of body awareness, balance. You can deal with stress a little bit better. You feel calmer, and you feel more present in this practice. There's a couple of hints here also about how to maybe start a practice. As I said earlier, it's slow and it's a flow. It's not pushing. So if you were to start practicing, my first suggestion is to maybe come and observe a class. You know, we are open here in I Love Yoga to allow you to just come and observe a class. And the other thing is, if you begin to practice, just go slow. Be gentle with your progress. Have fun. I think there's a new term out there called snicing. I may be mispronouncing that, but it's smiling with your eyes. You know, like you can smile with, I even say here, smile with your liver. So that's kind of one of my jokes. But anyways, I wanted to get to doing a little brief demonstration, and Karen's gonna help me with that. So again, that's a little bit about Tai Chi and a little bit about me. I've been teaching here for at least 5 years that I remember. And I continue to be sometimes touched by the feedback I get from some of the students. That being said, let's do some practice. Again, this is Chen style Tai Chi, and I'm going to do probably the first 6 movements. Some of them are transitional movements. And notice the slight bend on my knees. Here I'm just taking a turn, making a big circle in front of me with my fingers relaxed, open. I'm shifting the weight a little bit to the right. I'm shifting the weight a little bit to the left. And here at the center, my weight is 50-50. And here are the moves. Centering the weight, shifting to the left, pivoting the right foot. It's like a slight push. And then you tippy toe on your left foot. The left foot steps. And the weight goes on the left. And here you make an attempt to lift and land. And this is called pounding motor or fist in hand. These are all transitional moves to the next pose. Opening like an airplane, tippy-toe right. Notice the fingers are relaxed. My elbows are like flying out. And from here we step right. In here we're kind of like opening a curtain. And the weight goes to the right. By the way, don't forget to smile. It's something that I need to remind myself constantly. Show that you're having fun. This pose is called lazy about tying coat. Translation from Chinese. So here's the next move. This one is called 6 sealing and 4 closing. One palm goes up, the other one goes up. It's a rotation of the wrist. And here is a transitional move to the next pose. Stepping left, reaching, opening the curtain, this time from right to left. And this is called single whip. The whip is like a bird. And here we drop the right hand. We're gonna shift the weight to the right. We're gonna pivot the left foot. And we end up on pounding mortar. And from here we do what is called like a reset. It's moving your arms up and down. Here you can imagine that you are scanning your body with bright light as you bring your palms down. I was at a class at the Omega Institute that they have us do this and taking about 5 minutes to complete one. So slow, focus, single mind. So here, just to close, I invite you to come and check the classes out, 11 o'clock on Tuesdays. And during this time, we're only accepting 6 students, so you need to register in advance. Most of you already know that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for laughing at my joke. Cut.